Hello, Smuzzy here. I've been making sweet, sweet, beautiful music with another man. Whoa. On Cubase. Congratulations to Stu for 200 subs. Congratulations anyone who is currently involved in the Transformers YouTube community, because I am suffering from horrific, tremendous burnout. Christmas was amazing, but I did a video Sunday morning. I love a Sunday morning ramble. I love to have shitty hair and to look like I've just got out of bed, because I like to I'm a morning person. I get out of bed and I just want to do stuff and talk specifically. Maybe it's because I've been so quiet for very long. But yeah, I did a video Sunday morning, and I watched it back, and I'm talking for the sake of talking. I'm doing a video for the sake of doing a video, because I'm used to doing videos. And I didn't put it up. I can't remember the last time that happened. I can't remember the last time I'm just worn out. So if I'm not around much, I hate people who do that apology thing. I'm sorry for not making videos. I'm not making videos. Fuck yeah. I gotta squeeze it in around my fucking life, you know. But I must admit, it's just Christmas was quite good, and I just thought I'd sort of give you a bit of a catch up and a roundup and all that sort of stuff. So money's tight. When isn't it? Because the clutch went on the van. Brilliant. So a little while ago, let's start at the very beginning, shall we? And we'll see where we wander on from there. I'll try not to make it too long. I'm not going to put a stopwatch on. I've not looked at this enough. Might sit and have a proper read. I'm not going to have a read tonight, but tomorrow morning's job's cried off, so I might get a bit of a lay in. That'd be nice. Been sleeping a lot. It's not good. Reversed into a lady's car who lives over the road from me. That's not the best start, is it? And she didn't even know. I bumped into it, moved it back maybe a foot. Handbrake must have. She's quite frail, this lady. So I said to her, you know, let me know what the damage is, and you know, if we can avoid going through the insurance, then we'll do that, and I'll just pay for it to get fixed. So she took it to have a look, and it was only cosmetic damage. It wasn't any proper damage. So we said, yeah, go on, get that done. And then, like 2.5 weeks later, someone turned up at my front door going, yeah, I've done the vehicle. It's X amount of money. And I went, yeah. The whole point of this arrangement is so I could tally all the money and make sure I knew how much it was going to, and and he said, yeah, I think the lady got a little bit confused. What I did is I went to her, I knocked on the front door, I did everything I was supposed to do, and just went, here's the phone number of the people. Here's the people that paint the stuff at the garage where you bought the car from. So everything's balls in her court. Give them a ring. Take your car down there. Get them to do an estimate. Here's my email address. Here's my phone number. Because she didn't even know I'd hit the car. She didn't have a clue I'd hit the car. It wasn't until I actually sort of put a note through her door saying, I've tried to knock a couple of times, you weren't in. I bumped your car. I'm really sorry. It's only cosmetic damage. I've done it. Sort of man up to it, you know. And so this geezer turns up with just like a bill. Cough up. And I'm like, well, I didn't know you were going to do the work. This isn't how it's done. What are you doing to me? So that got sorted. Eventually. He was really good about it. So that's money down the drain pre-Christmas. Self-employed, don't forget. And then after Christmas, in between Christmas and New Year, I got a bonus. I got a Christmas bonus because I've worked my fucking ass off, and it wasn't a massive bonus, but it was a decent bonus. It was enough to go out and do something, a landmark thing, something that you wouldn't normally be able to afford. And I don't mean like a Metroplex or something like that. So I bought myself a hockey stick. Bought like a £120 hockey stick, and it's the lightest thing I've ever touched. It's got kick points. I've shot some bullets with this thing, and I get to go and use it for the first time properly tomorrow. But I went to the rink. They got a proper rink at Fareham. I put a video up of it. I've showed you the rink, put photos on Facebook and stuff. Turned up to the rink. I live in Southampton. The rink's in Fareham, and I was halfway, and I thought, well, I'm going to go to the distance, get it, cut it down, tape it up, make it all like I like it before proper senior training. Pulled up outside the rink, put my foot on the clutch, pulled into the car park, brought up the handbrake, and the clutch didn't come up. And I'm like, what's going on there then? Put my hand underneath, and the white little push rod that activates the clutch from the clutch pedal snapped, and the clutch dragged all of the wire and the clutch, everything inside. In Fareham. A 40-minute drive away from home in a van full of tools and stuff. So I didn't really want to leave it out the front. So then I had to get Dad to drag his sorry, I'm on Christmas and you should really fuck off ass out with his transit van to put all of the stuff from my transit van in his transit van, and then pray that one of the garages on the estate the next day got it fixed, which they got it fixed in one day. But then that's more money. So yeah, things are tight, and I'm tired. And I must admit, I've hit it hard. I just drank my fucking ass off. As well as 12 bottles of Budweiser. So I'm fat and spotty and tired, and everything seems like really good fun, but at the same time I've run out of click. And it was a really weird Christmas anyway, because my Auntie Mary died on Boxing Day, which is shit. But I've not seen her in a long time. But from what I remember of her, she was one of those old people that grew old as disgracefully as humanly possible. And she rode a moped. Always fascinated me. Forgive me for going on one. The only reason I knew what London looked like is because she lived up by Piccadilly, and at least twice, 2 or 3 times a year, we would go up to Piccadilly where she lived, and we'd go, and Dad would drive us around where all the like neon lights and stuff like that are the main areas of London. And I always remember the fact that she ought to act old because she was old, but never once did she act old. And she was Dad's last member of his London family. So I think all he's got left now, living relatives, are his brothers. Everyone else is gone. So that sort of put a dampener on things. And it's really weird, given that I work with Dad every day. He's always super strong about stuff. He's always... doesn't matter how bad it is. Dad taught... he sort of taught me. I taught myself as well. But Dad taught me that it doesn't matter how shit your day goes. After a while, you just learn patience. It doesn't matter how shit things are now. Things always get better. Either you get used to the way things are, or things get better. But life's much easier once you learn a bit of bad news patience. Because when everything does go up the fucking swanny, knowing that things get better is makes you lots stronger. But then to see Dad all, you know, as you would expect, and he just had a shit Christmas, and he worked his fucking ass off, and I didn't really find this out till not even Boxing Day, but just before New Year, and I don't know. I didn't feel guilty. But I did feel, you know, I did feel a bit bad that all I've done is get pissed and slack off, and all he's done is get call outs and go to work. And he knows he can phone me and ask about this sort of stuff, but he didn't. So I don't blame myself, but at the same time you feel bad that someone else didn't have the fun that you had, which is kind of wanky. I don't even really know why I'm making this video. I'm just letting everyone know I'm just tired. And as much as I'm loving all my bots and my Rhinox, and I've really cracked on with this. This has been built and broken and built and broken and fixed and broken and fixed again. And she's a little bit dusty, but I'm very pleased with my enterprise. All I've got to do is get this. I've got this cool stuff that you put in the windows, and you wipe it off again afterwards, and it literally makes windows out of nowhere. So I've got to just put these little four. Can you see on these little doodads there? So I've got to put those on, paint them grey. Got all the details with the circles and things underneath. These I did wrong. These are on as the instructions say, but the instructions are wrong. They don't go like that. They're supposed to be perpendicular to each other, and I'm a little bit disappointed. I've got another one of these kits already. I'm going to build a lit one. This one's pretty nice and is infinitely better than any of the sort of 50 quid Star Trek refits that you buy from Forbidden Planet and stuff like that. This one kicks the fucking shit out of that. So if you want to buy it, make me a decent offer. But that's it really. I might get my head down for a couple of weeks and just do some fucking work, put some money in the bank, just get back into the swing of it. I'm sick and tired of being pissed and sleeping all the time, which I know sounds stupid. It sounds idyllic, doesn't it? It sounds like, oh, fucking I'd love to do that. But there's an element of me that really enjoys the routine of going out to work every day and what are we doing tomorrow, and it makes you feel like life's moving along. I think for the last 2.5 weeks it hasn't moved along. It's been very stagnant, and I'm tired. And I'm just having a chat with you really, because I tell you about my life in the middle of other transformy bits that I do. But the world isn't completely about Transformers. There's loads of other stuff, so I've got to go and play some hockey and get my heart rate up again and all that crap. And Stu got 200 subs, and Dave Transforming Junk Heap got 200 as well, I think. Someone else got 500 the other day. Can you see how things are ticking along nicely? I think the one thing I want out of 2014, this is really bad, this is really poor taste of me, but I'm saying it anyway. People don't tend to like this comment, but I'm going to say it. I want 1,000 subscribers, which means I've got about 180 to go. I think I can crack it this year. There you go. This has been a poorly lit midnight. Do you know what? I've really enjoyed the fact that I can have this conversation and it's midnight. I don't know what time it is. Where's my phone? Doesn't really matter. Let me look at my Chromebook. Chromebook. 20 to 12. And I've never been able to do this before. I've never lived in a place where I can have this conversation with you on camera at 20 to 12 at night without waking someone up or being just in the way. That's it. That's it. I'm putting it down. I'm just letting you all know I'm around. If I'm not on the page all the time modding it, I've just got to get used to being back at work and working. Not slacking off and looking at my phone all the time and stuff like that. But for those who are interested and frankly made it this far, because this is just a story of my life. It's Saturday Light Fever and Shitbox Sunday. Every Saturday and Sunday. And you don't have to do it, but when you get new toys, when you get new stuff come along, that sort of thing, save it up and put all your light piping on Saturday and put all your fucking horrible, poor excuse for a thing that you absolutely, secretly, desperately, genuinely love deep down inside, because, as I've always said, you can talk for a little while about an okay bot, but you can talk for ages about a horrible one, because they've just got talking points. The other thing I'm going to buy this year, I think I'm going to buy one of the big combiners. And I found a Galaxy Convoy on eBay, Evil Bay. But it's more money than a month's worth of hookers.